eyebrows are so dark right now. Well, today I thought I bought a new foundation and I thought I would do a first impressions on it because I'm a beauty guru now. Just kidding, I'm really not. So if you're looking for more in-depth review on this, I would just look at other YouTubers do that. But I thought I would get ready on camera and try this out and give you my first impressions on it. Have my eyebrows on because as we know, they take forever to do. They're really dark, so maybe I'll have to battle that with some dark lipstick today to even it out a little bit. Foundation I'm going to be doing a first impression on is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. One of their new products in their new collection. I love the packaging. It has like matte glass and it has like a pump thing right here. That is actually a dropper. Little info about me, I have dry skin, although right now it's pretty normal, but I usually have dry patches on my nose. I have red in my skin. This is in the shade Fair Neutral, so usually I'll get like a yellow toned foundation because I do have yellow undertones even though I kind of look pink right now. But sometimes I think I am more neutral, so I don't know. This is the lightest shade, so I think Fair Neutral is lightest shade. I don't know. I'm gonna insert a little caption here that says yes or no. I also like sheer coverage, which might be a little weird. I mean, I like sheer to medium. I like it to be buildable, so if I want a medium coverage, I can get there. Now that you know that information about me, that'll kind of help you with this first impressions, understand what I'm gonna like about it or not. We're starting off the video with something in my eye. I'm gonna prime half of my face because I see beauty gurus do that, so I don't know, maybe we can see how it sits on bare skin and primed skin. I'm actually gonna be wearing my makeup for quite a bit today, probably until like 10 p.m., but it's only 1 p.m. So I'm gonna wear it for about 9 to 10 hours and I'll check in, you know, like Tati does. I'm gonna check in. That's what they do, right? I just wanna give you guys a full first impressions video, pretend I'm a professional. So for primer, I'm gonna use the Too Faced Hangover RX replenishing one. I love this primer a lot. And I'll just use this on this half of my face. I wasn't sure what method to apply it with, whether a sponge. Look how red my skin gets when I touch it. I wasn't sure if I should use a brush or a sponge. Because it's a sheer coverage and I kind of want a little bit more coverage because I'm feeling very red today, I'm going to use a brush because a beauty blender usually will absorb most of the product, so I'm going to do as much full coverage as I can. This is the Sigma Synthetic Kabuki brush thing. I got it years ago. Okay, that a little dollop here. Definitely sheer coverage. I'm gonna see if it's buildable though. My NARS Velvet Matte Skin Tint definitely has more coverage, and this is like a skin tint, but it's actually really good. It's my favorite thing right now at the moment, as you guys know. I do like though that the Tarte has SPF 15 in it. The mixture of that primer that smells like coconuts and this foundation that kind of smells like sunscreen, it smells like a vacation on my face right now. I think the color is a perfect match for me. Definitely clinging to some dry patches on my nose. I'm gonna zoom you in. So this is just one layer of it and it has some like dry patches or clinging to some dry patches on my nose. And then I think it looks better on the primed side, but I'm not. So I'm gonna see how buildable it is by putting like 2 drops. It's definitely really buildable. I like the buildability of it. Buildability? I really think that I would like this better applied with a sponge than the brush. I mean, that's to say with anything. I love my beauty blenders. My brows though. Usually when I use my beauty blender, it doesn't cling to the dry patches on my nose as much. Alright, so that's 2 layers built up on the skin. I like how it looks. It looks like skin and you can still see my flaws through it, which I don't mind at all. I kind of embrace that because if you can see a few flaws, it looks like it's your skin and it just looks healthy, you know? I like the glow to it too. It's not like too shiny or anything and it's not matte. It's just like a nice skin finish. I'm gonna go ahead and conceal with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I have 2 shades, one for face, one for under the eyes. So I'm gonna start with under the eyes. I'm gonna show you me getting ready all the way because I feel like first impression videos, they deprive you of that. They're like, now I'm gonna go put on the rest of my makeup. It's like, what if we want to see the rest of that makeup? I know you guys, I know you want to see it, so I'm not gonna deprive you of that. I'm gonna give it to you doing my full face on camera minus the brows. Next, I'm going to apply some of this shade in the color Vanilla. It's light 2. And it's a perfect match to my skin. And I just use this to conceal. I'm not gonna lie, my skin kind of looks heavy. Like the makeup, I feel like if I smile, it'll crease and stuff. It's not as lightweight as I wished it was. Especially for the coverage amount that you get, it should feel like nothing. It feels too tacky not to powder because there's no way I could put powder on top of this, like bronzer, or not, I don't use bronzer, why did I say bronzer? Like contour and highlight, I feel like I cannot put it on my skin without setting it. So I'm gonna use a little bit of a light powder. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffused Light. I'm just gonna put it where I want to put like other product. I'm going to keep it off my nose because dry skin. I'm going to use this NARS blush palette to contour with this like mauve-y color. It's actually in the shade Paloma. It's a little bit too mauve-y, but I think it'll be, I like that kind of dirty color up in there. And I just bought this new e.l.f. brush, which is amazing. It's like that, and it was $6. Amazing. Try not to go too ham on this because I know how NARS is. For highlight, I'm going to use the Anastasia highlighter in So Hollywood. I'm going to use the setting spray by Wet n Wild to just set my face. I usually do this before eye makeup, which might be a little weird, but now that I've sprayed it and all the skin makeup is on, it definitely looks really heavy. I did not like this as much as I thought I was going to. Look at what it's doing on my nose right now. What are you doing? And like over here, it just looks so cakey. Could be I'm getting older skin, I don't know. It could just be my skin texture that's doing it on my nose, which I get. I'm gonna be forgiving about the foundation on my nose because my nose has issues all the time. You guys ever feel like when your skin makeup feels too heavy and then you don't want to put a lot of eye makeup on because it's just like a lot? So I think I'm not gonna prime my eyelids, which is probably not good, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just gonna go in with some eyeshadow. I'm gonna go in with the Lorac Mega Pro 2 palette. It's so beautiful. I'm not sure what look to do today though. Maybe just simple basic browns, and I'm gonna mix the first two shades right here. They're just like beigey skin tone ones, and just put that all over my lid. I'm gonna mix these two shades right here, Tawny and Burlap, because they look like fun shades. I don't know. They're kind of like that poopy pukey brown. I dig it. I do love that I said in my last, what was it? I think my favorites video, I said I wanted to become less of a beauty channel, and here we are. Someone said that I was a beauty channel, like as a defense of why they didn't like a certain video and how they didn't want me to film it because I was a beauty channel and not talking about sexuality. They didn't want me to talk about it for a few reasons, which I respect, but they mentioned that it's a beauty channel and that if they wanted that kind of stuff, they would go to other channels. I was like, I'm a beauty channel? I'm flattered that you think that, but no. I'm also gonna put that on the lower lash line. I'm gonna take Prosecco, which is like a shimmery, just lid color. It's totally my kind of lid color. It's so pretty. And just put that on the lid. I'm actually going to wet a brush a little bit and use Prosecco on the lid even more, but a little wet. Pretty simple eye makeup. Now I'm just going to do mascara. No surprise, using the Milani Runway lashes. It's my favorite cruelty-free drugstore option in case you were curious. Do you have any other cruelty-free drugstore mascaras that you really, really like? Oh man. For lips, I'm going to use Lime Crime's Pumpkin. I wanted to go for something dark, but not something like too dark, and this is just such a gorgeous color. Alright, so now I'm going to go throughout my day. I may vlog a little bit here and there. I'm basically just filming today, and then I think that's it. I'm going to be packing a little bit for Seattle, which probably already back by the time you're seeing this, but yeah, I'm gonna pack a little bit and clean and stuff, so I'm not really doing anything extensive. I'm not gonna be like sweating, although cleaning can be hard. But I will check back with you guys in a little bit with an update. Time for update number 1. I'm outside because I thought that you could see it in the natural lighting, and yeah, I cut my thumb off, so there's that. I feel like Lauren from America's Next Top Model. And the lipstick is off because that always happens. Anyway, I'm not really digging what's happening on the nose area. Like I said, I'm a little bit more forgiving because I do have nose skin issues there, but overall it just looks a little like cakey around this area. What, boo? And I mean, it looks okay. It just feels heavy. Like when I was applying makeup on top of it, it just felt very thick. I'm not sure. I may return it actually because it's just not everything I wanted it to be. I'll check in with you guys in a few hours. Oh, I forgot to tell you how long it's been. It's now 4 p.m. so I've had it on for about 3 hours. And this is what it's looking like. It's definitely separating around the nose and chin, but I am a face toucher, so that might be why. But anyway, I'll check in with you guys in a few more hours. All right, this is the last check-in of the night, and I'm gonna say not the greatest foundation. It's definitely worn off a lot. All over my nose, basically gone. On my chin, like I said, I touch my face usually, like in this area, I don't know. And then just the texture on the cheek and everything, and like the coverage is basically missing, and that could be the concealer as well. And I don't see, I guess there's more like color and texture coming off on the unprimed side. Keep you guys updated. I am gonna try it again with a beauty blender and see if that works better. I hope you like this kind of video. Again, I'm not a beauty guru, I'm not an expert. I just thought I would do something different on my channel, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hey guys, welcome to another No Makeup Monday. Today we're going to be talking about something that might be a little bit controversial, and I'm already kind of afraid of what I'm going to get in the comments. But firstly, I just want to say I'm not talking about my subscribers.